So next step is just to map apparently the lawn here, and then the lawnmower is supposed to be able to work. I wanted to do that, but there's 4 firmware updates, as you can see here, and it's telling you not to operate the mower until it's done. You can see the white light blinking. There's a on the screen. Let's try to turn that around, see what that says. And my phone is doing the updates, so it will notify me when it's done, and then we can continue to map. I'm trying to find information in the meantime on how to map this. So this may be difficult to do, but the app is telling me I now have to remote control the mower, and somehow get it to uh, control it. I'm not sure how comfortable I am with this skill set, but it's telling me I'm going to have to I'll try to hold the phone and the remote and do this, but I am remote controlling the mower now. As you can see, it's in a mode called exploring. I have to figure out which direction is which. Okay. And then that's backwards. And then I gotta go the opposite direction. And this is forward, so it's sort of reverse. So I'm gonna do this recording. The mower is supposed to know where its charging station is to go home. The charging station is over there. So let's see if this part is successful. It seems like it knows where to go. So far, so good. It's got to find itself back into the charging station. At least we can then show that that part is successful. Looks like it's lining up nicely. It's having some issues. Let's see what happens. Maybe it's lining up. Let's follow it in. Very meticulous, isn't it? So it has found itself right back into the charging station and connected itself. You see the light turn green. My final thoughts. As you can see, wherever the lawnmower went, it did cut the lawn down. There's a few things you need to learn, and I need to learn to use this better. As you can see, the edges are high, and that is because of how I mapped it. All right, you need to be sort of a kid who plays video games, just really good at that stuff. So when you draw the map, you can navigate the mower close enough to the corners so that it goes all the way. But you can see it mowed the entire lawn according to the map I drew. And then ultimately it went right back into the charging station when it was done. This is not a really big lawn. I would probably say it took about 30 minutes to do the entire lawn. So great product, would work well. If you have a big lawn, you have a big backyard, I think this would be the perfect, especially if you have a fenced in, like my backyard's fenced in there, but I don't have lawn back there. Or this would have been perfect to set up, map properly, make sure you get the map right. You can always erase and redo it. You can create zones. It knew to go around this because I created an island zone, which is one of the choices. And then you can just set it up and you can just use the app whenever you want to mow. You can actually probably put that garage next to the edge of something that has an overhang, like maybe you can build a shed. And so, if you're, especially if you're in places where you get no winter, you can have it go back to the garage, and the garage can be under some sort of cover where it doesn't affect the GPS, but it's because the GPS, remember, this antenna is connected directly by cable into it. So it would definitely get the signal even if it's under a shed. And this way you can leave it out all year long, places like Florida or places that are tropical. And then you can set it up when to mow, and you simply open up your app, and I think you might have to connect it Bluetooth for the app to tell it what to do. And then you pick a zone. You can do many zones, so you can have a zone set up, different places, and then you simply hit the button mow, and you're gone. Now, the fact that I had to set up a starting point here does tell you that if you were to move the garage, it would not know where to go. So it maps itself back to the garage. So you would need to make sure the garage stays permanently where it is. But other than that, you can set up different zones. Let's say you have a big yard and you have 3 different areas in the yard and they have different heights of grass, or you want them mowed at different times. You can set that up, and then you can just tell us which zone in the yard to mow, and it will mow that zone. So very well done. I don't have the perfect lawn for this, at least not this year. But when all here is sick grass, which it does happen in the summer, I will remap this zone, and I'm pretty sure it will save me tons of time, because even if I'm not perfect, it will mow most of the lawn the way I want it to.